Now, I told you all we were gonna get a hitting tips video, which is already out on the channel. If you want to watch it, just click on the channel videos or click on the channel playlist and you'll see how to hitting. You go there, or how to improve, that's the name of the playlist. You go there and you watch the hitting tips video, you practice that 30 minutes a day, you become a better hitter. I told you we were doing a full through walkthrough showdown run. That's what we're doing in this episode, and we're gonna put Conquest Part 4 and also a pinpoint pitching guide. So make sure you stay tuned to this channel because we're not done uploading bangers just yet. Also, make sure if you're new here, you hit that like button, red subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. If you want to become a member of the channel, go ahead and press that join button, and also click on the channel community tab, interact with me there, more Bhlademyst, subscribe to my other YouTube channels, and then also follow me on all my socials, which are listed above me. Let's go into Showdown, and let me tell you my thought process. This is going to dramatically improve your win rate in Showdown. It might even make it 100% in terms of win rate. In my opinion, this is almost certainly going to make you a 100% win rate player. So in the first round, what I look for is the best hitter. Who has the best power against both sides? Showdown is a game where power is king. And also, you want to pay attention to players that might have gold cards, because if you get one of the diamond cards of theirs and you get one of the gold cards of theirs, you can't have them both in the lineup. So you want to be careful with that. We know that Trent Grisham has a cheat code swing, but clearly we're going by who has the most power against both sides. Most of the final bosses are right-handed pitchers, so that's why Trent Grisham is much more appealing than Willy Adames. But Willy Adames has a lot of power against left-handers, and if we get Patrick Corbin, Willy Adames is going to be the one to help us out. And if we get a righty, regardless, with his 96 contact versus right, he's going to be helping us out tremendously. So we're going to go with Willy Adames. Now, Yordan Alvarez, he is very important to look at because he has a gold card. But trust me, when it's any of these players like Joey Gallo's diamond card, when it's Jordan Alvarez's diamond card, you don't pass up on their diamond cards. You just can't do that. So you always pick the best hitter against both sides. In terms of power, that's clearly going to be Jordan Alvarez. Plus, we have him paralleled, so he has even more increased attributes that are going to help us out a lot. In terms of the pitcher, it doesn't really matter. I just pick Sixto Sanchez all the time because in my opinion, he has the best arsenal. We're looking at power once again. Hunter Renfroe and Jesus Aguilar, both of them, they compete with each other, but clearly the power on Hunter Renfroe is a lot better, although Jesus Aguilar is a much better contact hitter. At the difficulties that we're playing at, contact does not truly matter. Now, another key thing. When you see someone like Max Muncy, you say, okay, that's his gold card. You still have a chance of picking up his diamond card in the mini game missions as we continue, so you most likely do not want to pick up his gold card. You most likely want to pick up the next best guy, even though Max Muncy, out of all of these, is the one that has the highest power. But if you look at Eugenio Suarez's inside edge, you see that he's playing up. He's getting a +9 to his power versus right, which then makes him have actually the most power. For the relief pitcher, once again, this doesn't truly matter, but I would go for the guy that has the most hits per 9 and Ks per 9 because they only make one appearance, if any, inside the showdown, and that's basically to strike someone out. Now, we already have a third baseman. So you might be saying to yourself, well, why would I go ahead and pick up Vladimir Guerrero Jr. if we already have a third baseman? You still, listen to me, want to go for the guy with most power against both sides. You're going to be playing a bunch of players out of position. He has +16 on both sides, or +16 contact versus right and power versus right. So that means that his power versus right, instead of a 54 inside the game, is a 70, and his contact versus right is going to be, it was +16, correct? A 94. Yes, that's what it's going to be. So we're going to pick up Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Once again, we're looking for the one that has the most power. 60 and 51 does not beat 65 and 61. And then last but not least, one with most power here is Danny Santana. So we're going to pick up Danny Santana. And Ryan Zimmerman, he probably actually had inside edge that made him against righties even more deadly. When it comes to the perks, as I've said previously, you always want to pick up the perks that are going to help you out the most, and they're going to be used almost in every single at-bat. Rally time, it's only good versus the mini boss, the first mini boss, the red one first one we encounter. That's the only time it's going to be good, unless you fail one of the missions. If you fail one of the missions, it's going to automatically be great for the final boss as well. Exit velocity boost in 2 strike counts. I'm normally not in 2 strike counts, so I don't generally go ahead and pick this up. But if you are someone that works the count, this is going to be very useful because it can allow you to just wait until 2 strikes before going ahead and swinging. You want to make sure you take advantage of each and every single little perk that you get to your liking. We're going to go ahead and pick up rally time because although it is only useful inside that mini boss game that we play when we're down 2-0, it's still going to help out a lot. And if we fail one of the missions, it's going to be active for a majority of the time versus the final boss. Clear for takeoff, another exit velocity boost. That's what you're looking for. You're not looking for contact boost. You're looking for exit velocity boost. On OO counts, that means the first pitch of the at-bat, it's always going to be active. And then on every single even count after that, it will be active as well. Now, when it comes to rally time silver, it does not fit our perks because it says you need to have 2 outs in order for it to be activated, as opposed to inner peace that we have right here, which is just a contact boost on pitches down the middle, and then off the radar is a contact boost on pitches outside of the strike zone. It's more than likely that you get a pitch down the middle than it is for you to be losing with 2 outs, considering most of the times, most of the missions have you getting 2 hits, extra base hits, or scoring runs without allowing the opponent to score some runs. So rally time is never good. I would always pick up inner peace here. I wouldn't pick up off the radar because you do not want to accustom yourself to swinging outside of the strike zone. You always want to swing within the strike zone. Now, this is probably gonna be one of the biggest tips that I can give you all. You don't care, and listen to me closely, you don't care about the position that the player plays. You are going to be playing players out of position without worrying about it, because at the end of the day, the pitching is going to be the easiest thing in the world. And even if the catcher is dropping a ball, trust me, you'll be straight. We'll put Danny Santana out there because out of everyone, he has some of the most pop against righties, 62 and 70 as opposed to 63, 63. Yeah, I'll take Danny Santana. And then after that, all we got to do is basically not set our lineup yet. We're going to see what the first mission is. So the first mission is you're facing the Padres. You have to tally 4 total bases without giving up 2 runs. I believe that versus the Padres, and you guys will see right here, you're facing a right-handed pitcher. If you're facing a right-handed pitcher, you obviously want your left-handed hitters to go ahead and hit first. So you want Jordan Alvarez followed by Willie Calhoun, and then Danny Santana because he's going to be hitting lefty. And then I just go ahead and sort it by overall, but I would advise you to sort it by power versus right. I like having the lefties hit first. It takes a lot of pressure off of my hands, if you ask me. And we're going to jump into this instantly. Keep in mind, as I said previously, it does not matter that you're playing Vladimir Guerrero Jr. behind the dish, because if they get on base and he drops the ball, he picks it up instantly, and wherever the runner is going, he usually always throws him out without an issue. So you're facing Yu Darvish, as I said. It's a right-handed pitcher, so you go ahead and put the left-handers to hit first. That's going to be absolutely blasted by Willie Calhoun. I'd be surprised if that doesn't leave. I almost had a heart attack right there. So look, it only took us half an inning. We didn't even have to worry about Vladimir Guerrero Jr. being out of position. And that's something you have to keep in mind. If you complete that mission within the first half of the inning, you don't have to worry about any of those hitters being out of position. You're just putting the best lineup available versus each and every single opponent. Here, Matt Olson, he's playing up highly against right-handers. But now that we've actually advanced to the showdown, we can see we're facing the Oakland Athletics. That means that Jesus Luzardo is going to be our final boss. Because Jesus Luzardo is going to be our final boss, obviously we'd prefer right-handed hitters with power versus left than left-handed hitters with power versus right. And look at that, JD Martinez, beautiful. He's playing up against left-handers today. It's going to give him tremendous power. And then the best badge here, you don't see anything that says exit velocity boost, so you take the next best thing, and that is contact boost, especially while losing. Keep in mind, we're going to be down 2-0 in that mini boss game right here that I continue to talk about. So before we set our lineup, we look at who we're facing next. We're facing David Fletcher, another right-handed pitcher. We need to tally 2 hits without giving up a run. Now, Heart Attack is not going to be useful because we're not going to be losing. And then Rally Time, once again, it's not useful because we're not going to be losing. So there is no need for us to take any of the perks off or put any of the perks in. We're going to go ahead and find JD Martinez, although, and replace him here and put him at second base. Without a care in the world, you just go, or as a matter of fact, since we're facing a right-handed pitcher, I'm going to put him in for Vladimir Guerrero, or put Vladimir Guerrero at first base, put JD Martinez there, and then we're going to leave it like that. We're going to head in there, and same thing. We're just looking to get rid of our opponents within the first half. It should be pretty easy, but if we got to pitch, you're going to see, hopefully they hit it to one of the players that are out of position, and you can see that it does not greatly affect them. There we go. We were a little bit early, yes, but we still got the ball in the gap, get ourselves a double, get us out of that double play range, and now all we need to do, favored once again because we have a left-handed hitter, is hit one more base hit, and then we're done, and we never had to worry once again about out of position players. That was too easy. That was too easy. Danny Santana home run, easy money. Like I said, you have those lefties leading it off. You put the best lefties in there, and you're going to be relaxed. You're not going to be on edge. And look at that. We got 2 missions. We got 4 total runs towards the 12 we need in order to go ahead and just breeze through this. So here we look at, once again, the best power numbers. And the best power numbers, it seems to be Nicholas Castellanos. Well, actually, no. Randy Arozarena, he beats him out in terms of best power numbers. Randy Arozarena, he's also good against left-handed pitchers. So that is a plus. That's why I still picked him up, because we're going to still see a bunch of right-handed hitters. But if you were about to go to the final boss, then Nicholas Castellanos might have been the better pickup because he's much better against lefties. But because Randy Arozarena is balanced against both sides, he is still a very good pickup. Now, these 4 perks right here, they're absolutely garbage, in my personal opinion. The only time this is active is in both boss battles, so we might as well pick it up because out of all 4, that is the only one that would actually affect us. And then in this mission, which is rare, it's gonna affect us. So luckily enough, we picked that up. This is the only time besides the boss battles that that perk is active. So look, we're in the bottom of the 9th. The perk says contact boost in the 7th inning or later. So since we're in the bottom of the 9th, we're gonna go ahead and equip this. We're facing, I believe it's at the Nationals. Oh no, it's Dansby Swanson and the Atlanta Braves. I think we're facing Mike Soroka, but I am not 100% positive. It could be a lefty for all I know. But we're gonna do the same thing. Actually, I'm gonna put Randy Arozarena to be the center fielder for us. And then I don't feel like replacing anyone else because I think everyone else is a pretty good hitter against right-handed pitching. So we're going to leave it like that. And we need to walk it off against the Nationals. So each and every single mission, you want to adjust your perks. You want to adjust your lineup. All of that. We think that there is going to be a right-handed pitcher. That's why we left the first 2 hitters to be lefties. Let's go ahead and see. So yes, it is a right-handed pitcher. It's Chris Martin. So whenever you get this mission, know that it's going to be Chris Martin you're facing. That was, once again, too easy. With that inner piece perk, as soon as a pitch comes down the middle, it's going to be blasted. We didn't even have to worry about pinch running for Yordan Alvarez. But if he would have gotten, let's say, a single or a double, we definitely would have wanted to instantly look at the bench and pinch run for him. Now we got 6 runs. We're feeling good. We're feeling great. We're saying to ourselves, okay, this is the mini boss. I have 2 options. I can skip to the final boss or I can face the mini boss. Clearly, we're going to go ahead and face the mini boss. Now, who do you pick up here? Do you pick up Joey Gallo? Do you pick up Ozzy Albies? Let's see if he's playing up against left-handed hitters or pitchers. No, he's not. Joey Gallo most likely playing up against right-handed pitching. Oh no, he's up against left-handers, which is even better for us because it's a left-handed pitcher at the final boss. Now, Hero Time is one of the perks at Gold and Diamond that you will always select. It is, in my opinion, the #1 perk that you can find in this game at gold and that diamond, because it will count for each and every single pitch and every single at bat. The next perk that I would suggest you pick no matter what is clear for takeoff at the diamond level, because it allows each and every single one of your contact swings to be a significant increase of exit velocity, and you want that. Trust me, you want that. So we're gonna be losing, so rally time is gonna be good for us. It's gonna be in the 9th inning, so hero time is gonna be good for us. And then contact boost, significant as opposed to contact boost. Clearly you're going to take significant. Another reason you take spark plug over heart attack is because this is while losing. So after we tie it, this disappears, this stays on after we tie it. Rally time, it gives us an exit velocity boost, which is what we love. That's why we're equipping it over heart attack, and that's why we're equipping it over these two, because we know we're going to be losing within that 1st inning, and we're going to be facing Greg Maddux. That is a left-handed pitcher. So because that is a left-handed pitcher, and now we're facing a boss, we never hit or we never field. So now you can 100% throw out there whoever in the world you want. So I'm putting Joey Gallo. He plays first base, so it doesn't affect him too much. But Joey Gallo is going to go ahead and hit second right behind Yordan Alvarez. And all we're looking to do is tie up the game with Yordan Alvarez and then hit that solo shot to win the game with Joey Gallo. That pitch is stayed right down the middle. You don't even need inner piece to go ahead and get good wood on that. Now you don't pinch run for Yordan Alvarez in these kind of missions or bosses, because Yordan Alvarez at the end of the day is going to come up to hit again. You have 10 outs. He's going to have more than one opportunity to go ahead and prove himself. Runners on 1st and 2nd. This is then a question of how much do you trust your bat. You could bunt and get the runners on 2nd and 3rd. If you are not a great hitter, I would 100% suggest bunting. If you are a great hitter, you can go ahead and hit away, but run the risk of getting into a double play. And look at that. We were talking about running the risk, and luckily enough, he didn't try to throw to second base. So it's as if we bunted regardless. All 3 perks are going to be activated each and every single swing, which is beautiful. Now, you have to question yourself, do you send the runner home here and deactivate one of the perks? I personally wouldn't. I wouldn't send them both home unless I know for sure I'm winning the game, because I want each and every single perk to be activated for as long as possible. Granted, if there are 2 outs, I still wouldn't send him home. Even if there was 1 out, I still wouldn't send him home, because that perk can be the major difference between a home run and a fly ball. Look at that. Exit velocity boost, that just won us the game right there. That was hit so hard the 3rd baseman didn't even see it, if you want me to be honest with you all. And then we go ahead, easy money, beat the mini boss. I think we only got 1 out, and that was with Willie Calhoun, if I am remembering correctly. So we're halfway there. We're getting ourselves a 42 series hitter. We're feeling good. We're feeling great. Now, who do you pick up as the 42 series hitter? You know we're facing a left-hander at the end, so you pick up the best power hitter versus a left-hander. Let's see what we have here. Clear for takeoff. If you don't see hero time, but you see clear for takeoff, you don't even have to look twice. You don't have to look twice. Just pick up clear for takeoff and equip clear for takeoff instantly. You're never going to be losing a game again, so you can go ahead and replace that. And it is highly unlikely you're going to be playing another game in the bottom of the 9th. So you can go ahead and take those 2 off, which we are about to do. So we need to tally 2 hits, including 1 extra base hits within 3 innings without giving up 2 runs. So we do not need spark plug. We do not need hero time anymore, because at the end of the day, what we cannot do is give up runs, and we need to tally those base hits as soon as possible. So we're going to go ahead and equip the 2 perks that are going to help us out tremendously when it comes to hitting in general. It's going to help us get a significant exit velocity boost on normal swings, meaning pressing X or whichever button is this on Xbox, and 0-0 count. That means the first pitch, if it's a 1-0 count, every single even count after that, you're going to get another exit velocity boost. And then the contact boost is just a plus on top of that. So we're going to add Kyle Lewis to the lineup, and we're going to be facing, who was it again? The Mets. So the Mets, they have Jacob deGrom. Jacob deGrom Willie Calhoun, he doesn't have great power as opposed to a man like Kyle Lewis, right? But he's a left-hander, and that helps us out a lot. So that's the reason I like him there. And he's playing up against right-handers too. He has a little nice swing. So Kyle Lewis, I think he's going to ride the bench. If not, I'm going to replace him for Randy Arozarena, as a matter of fact. And then I'm going to go ahead and move him higher than Willie Adames because he does have more power. So we're going to rock it like that. We're going to go in there and look to get 2 base hits as soon as possible, or 1 extra base hit and a single or something along those lines as soon as possible versus Jacob deGrom. You know it's a right-handed pitcher, so you want to go ahead and stack your lefties to be the first couple of hitters. That's going to be a home run. There's no way that isn't a home run. Look, that was a horrible swing by us with Joey Gallo, but he just has enough pop to hit it the other way. Keep in mind, we just got a strikeout there, and look who our catcher is. Well, I'm blocking him a little bit, but our catcher is literally JD Martinez. Look at that, another, this time breaking ball, strike 3. JD Martinez does not drop it. That is most likely all that she wrote. It's going to be an extra base hit once again, regardless. But we got the job done. 2 hits, 1 extra base hit. Just had to sit back on it. And that's one of the things that a lot of experienced players struggle with. The pitch speeds are so slow that you just have to really sit back. But once you learn how to really sit back and drive it the other way, you'll be straight on me. Now we're going to get 8 total runs. Just need 4 more and we're tied. Let's see what we get. Gold Live Series player. We get ourselves Salvador Perez. Are you playing up against lefties? Because if you are, I will pick you up. He's playing up against righties. I think I still pick him up because out of all of them, he has the best power against lefties. And then what do we have here? We have jump start and then green light. It's one of the two. As I always say, exit velocity is always king. So we go ahead and pick up green light. Now, I do not need to equip green light unless I believe I am going to be behind the count. And I do believe that I am going to be behind the count a ton because I am a first strike swinger most of the times in Showdown. So this is what's beautiful about having silver clear for takeoff. Our normal swings already have an exit velocity boost. Now, as soon as we got a ball and no strikes, we will have twice the exit velocity boost. And at 0-0 counts or counts where we're behind, we still will have an exit velocity boost just from clear for takeoff. So we're going to be straight right now. We're going to be looking good. The diamond perks that we have, they are probably some of the best. We're going to add Salvador Perez, but he's not going inside the lineup just yet. Now we're facing Willie Adames and the Tampa Bay Rays. Now, the Tampa Bay Rays, they do have a lefty. So this is the first time you will see me do this in basically the entire game mode, or in the entire time we've been playing this. You're going to see me replace Jordan Alvarez. Despite him having great numbers, I'm going to replace everybody that has bad numbers against lefties and just keep everybody that has great numbers against lefties. And that's honestly all we needed to do. And we're also going to adjust the lineup. Don't forget to do that. Now you adjust the lineup and you put your best left-handed killers to actually go ahead and hit first. I'm going to put a team full of right-handed hitters to hit first, and then Jordan Alvarez to come and be the savior of the left-handed hitters, since he is the best left-handed hitter I have. So this is how we're rocking. Yes, we're playing JD Martinez and Jordan Alvarez still out of position. If you guys saw that Mets game, which I will most likely leave the clips inside, JD Martinez was playing catcher like Salvador Perez at the end of the day. And that's all you need. You need the bat. It's much more important than the fielding. So you got to make the sacrifice. And look at that. With a double exit velocity boost, anything you swing at with Hunter Renfroe, a man that has 117 power versus left, that ball is leaving without a doubt. So we go ahead and breeze through that mission. We've been breezing through almost every single mission. If it hasn't been for the amount of talking I've done, I think we would have honestly finished this in less than 20 minutes, to be truthful with you all. So, you know you're facing a lefty. Who's the best hitter against left-handers? Who has the best numbers? That's going to be Andrew McCutchen in this case. Castaniora, he's a beautiful guy to have in your lineup if there was a right-handed pitcher. Hero time, that's what we were looking for. We got ourselves hero time, so now we don't have to worry about it for the final boss. Here, we're facing Jordan Alvarez, and the Houston Astros, they always have Zach Greinke. We need to get 2 hits, including 1 extra base hit. So you guys already know the deal here. We go ahead, let's take out Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and stack up our lefties to start it off. So it's going to be Yordan Alvarez, Joey Gallo. I want Kyle Lewis hitting third. After Kyle Lewis, Willie Adames. And then I'm fine having a lineup like this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to leave it like this. Yes, I'm fine with having this lineup. All we need to do is get 2 hits, 1 extra base hit. Do we need to take off any of these perks? Absolutely not. These perks are going to be great for us until we get to the final boss showdown. And that's a fastball. That should give us our extra base hit. That was right down the middle. You didn't even have to move your PCI. All you had to do was press X and that ball was flying. So all we need is 1 more hit now. That one was absolutely crushed. It's hitting off the wall. Easy money. We're done with this one too. I might go ahead and try to get 3 just for fun, to be honest with you all. Doesn't matter. I did not expect them to get gunned out, but it doesn't matter regardless. Now, final showdown boss. I almost said buzz. We only need to score 1 run. And you want to know the beauty of it? We're going to get Dominic Smith. Well, actually, I am reminded that it is a dominant left-handed pitcher. These are all lefties except for Salvador Perez. I think I'm just going to go ahead and get Salvador Perez. Call it a day. And then when it comes to these perks, we most likely aren't going to use any. So we're not even worried about that. What we're going to use for the final boss is definitely going to be Clear for Takeoff, Hero Time 1, and Hero Time 2. Why? Because now you have exit velocity boosts stacked on every single pitch and every single at bat. It doesn't matter if it's a 1-1 count, 2-2 count. As soon as you press X, you're going to have 3 times the exit velocity boost because the final boss is always in the latter innings. We're going to go ahead and replace that guy with Salvador Perez. And we don't even need any of these lefties, but I'm going to keep, well, actually, let me not keep any unless I absolutely have to. I'm going to go ahead and keep Yordan Alvarez because he does have better contact numbers. And Joey Gallo is going to be the one coming off the bench to hit for the pitcher. We're going to put everyone that's a right-handed hitter first and then basically leave Yordan Alvarez out there to dry, being one of the final hitters for our team, which is perfectly fine if you really think about it. All right, let's go. All we need to do is get 1 run, and you're going to see as soon as we enter, there's going to be 3 times exit velo. 3 times. Like, I can't stress it enough. 3 times exit velo. That means a ball is going to get hit, and instead of it going 110, it's going to go like 150. Thank you. Because I was about to say, if we keep on running into bad luck, we might get 15 outs, all line outs. And that's why I always like being as close as I can to 12, and I don't like skipping to the final boss whenever I have 6, etc. Because sometimes the CPU, it just does not allow you to win, and it just makes you constantly just fly out, fly out, fly out. Another method you can take is just tiring the pitcher out and not swinging until you have 2 strikes. With that, as you all saw, you're going to get yourself the 5 voucher points. You're going to make a profit big time because you were earning 100 subs, 100 subs, 100 subs, 500 subs, 100 subs, 100 subs, 100 subs, and then 1,000 stubs. So each and every single team affinity run, instead of it basically making you lose 500, it's probably going to make you gain 1,500, which is a battle royale run. And then after that, all you do is go to team affinity. Whichever team affinity you're working on, in this case, we're working on the AL East. You're going to go to exchanges, and we have 10 right now. So you're going to exchange each and every single one that you have. And with that, I will leave you all to go watch my hitting tips video if you haven't already, and to go ahead and check out Showdown for yourselves. If you guys want me to make another video like this, let me know. I most likely am. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I will catch you all on the next one. Peace out.